All right, we're recording. That's it. We're recording. Let's go. Everyone got their weights, yeah? I've got some spare fives. We're going to start one. There's definitely more people. I was very late. Oh, I haven't actually looked at the little boxy things. Bring yourself down. One on good day. Sam first, don't pick up in one. Right, make a little pillow, rest your forehead down onto the floor. And then immediately, feel your body rocking. Like, just let go of everything. The shoulders fall away from your ears. Your rib cage will sink down into the ground. Your hips and thighs relax. You find that inhalation through the nose and a long exhalation through the mouth. I fear there's someone trying to get in that door. And we're just going to begin by a little warm up through the back. So I want you to slide those fingers around the side of the temple, so your forehead now rests onto your mat, your chin slightly tucked. Your feet are slightly wide of the shoulders. And all I want you to do is take a breath in, pull your shoulder blades together. We glide the chest off the floor. We squeeze up on the exhale, and we simply lower down on the inhale. And we repeat. So for now, our toes are rested on the floor. Our lower belly just breathe in towards the base of the spine. We're just waking up those back muscles, but keep tension in the legs, squeeze your glutes. And then just add a little bit more of an elbow squeeze. So we lift up, we take our fingers away, we pull our elbows together, we lower everything back to the floor again. Starting my eyebrows a bit more into the shoulders. Your eye gaze stays low, no further than the top of your mouth. Just so that you're not extending through the neck. Well, me. So I'm just going to do 4 more like this. Nice breath out. Just pull those elbows back. We inhale, just lower down. When you do that last one, just bring those hands onto your forehead, relax the back. Bring those legs closer together. Squeeze them in. Lift the left leg. Take it out to the side. Bring it back to center. Pop it down. Pop the other side. Squeeze up. Open out. Center and down. So just a little bit of warm up with the legs. This is about length, not height. This is about elongation. We're pressing through the joints, getting that full extension through the knee. Pulling those thighs away from the hip. And you can just continue like this, doing 8 more, 4 more on each side. Or you can do both legs up, lovely open into a V, squeeze back in, and let the feet press down. Part of your choice here. You should have a couple more reps left to do. And we've done that last one, just lower the legs back down to the floor again. Feel the body relax, take a little wriggle. And then take your arms long, so your arms and your legs in a straight line. Take a couple of deep breaths. See if you can reach your fingers a little bit further forward, squeeze your thighs back together again. We lift everything up. We squeeze the elbows, we open out wide. We lengthen the arms as we bring our legs together and we drop everything down. We're only going to do 8 of these just to get everything warm through the back of the body. Long deep breath. Open, pull those elbows back. Let your last couple of reps a little bit deeper. And then you've done that last one. We bring the hands down at the sides of the shoulders. We lift up. We take a cat stretch at the top, bring the hands in, curl the body, loosen it all up. Now we're going to go straight into those weights. You can take this light, you can take this heavy. So before we do, we're just going to quickly mobilize through the shoulders. So take your hand just forward of your shoulders, and then your right arm just reach it up to the side, put it back down, and then turn the other way. I just want you to get into that rotation before we take it into the weight. So just do 2 each side. Think about squeezing through the shoulder blade, turning from your waist, turning from your rib cage. Looking up towards the hand, so you're rotating from the top of the spine. Just go one more each side for me. Inhale to drop. And you might not want to use a weight at all, that's absolutely fine. Bring your hands down by your side. Take your knees a tad wider. Bring your start with the right arm, holding the weight, and the left hand on the floor. So nothing you've not done before. So what we're going to do from here, before you do your first one, we're going to lift up, and then we're going to bend in the left elbow and feed the right arm under. But that arm hovers. So all together, we go up, down, and we reach under. That's a big muscle, that muscle. Do quite a heavy weight. So if it feels a little bit easy, swap it up for everyone. I've got 4 of it and 1 for 4. Didn't bring my light one, forgot. Now think about the rotation under as well. Reach, 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 reach. The muscles still doing a lot of work just to hold that weight with that hover. And then we speed it up. Go 4 more of these. That last one, slide your arm under and drop all the way to the floor. So you're trying to get the right side of your head pressing down. Your right arm reaches through, push it through, feel the stretch, open the shoulder blade. If you feel you haven't got it enough, you might want to take hold of your wrist with your left hand and push the right arm further through. If your head doesn't happily touch the floor, keep your left hand on the ground for a bit of support if your head's hovered, and then you can push into the stretch a little bit more here. Take a couple more breaths, feed it through a little bit more, see if you can twist the spine a tiny bit more. Then you use your left hand back onto the floor to bring yourself back out again, and then place the weight the outside right side of your mat. Right, then go straight into plank. Hands to the ground, feet fairly wide. We come up into a plank, option between your knees. And all we're going to do is take our left hand, grab that weight, put it to the outside of your mat, lower the hand down, and then feed the other hand, and so on. So if you're on your knees, if you do drop your knee, look it slow. If you're on your toes and your hips are wiggling side to side, you've lost your mobility. Drop your knee, work with your knees, feel your core works harder. You're wobbling. Yeah, no point in trying to do something that you're not doing properly. You need to squeeze your butt really tight then. Feel your obliques working as you reach that arm through. 3 more each side. Now let's scoot the belly in, let's squeeze our butt a little bit harder. Last couple of breaths in. 1. And then slowly your knees wide. Bring the big toes together and stretch the chest. We do quite a lot of stretching in between the exercises today. Lower your head to the floor if you can. Elbows off the floor so your stretch is active. Tucking those arms close and towards your ears and pulling your butt down into your heels. So your lower back gets the stretch as well as your hips, maybe your quads, maybe your feet even. We bring ourselves back up again. Just push the weight slightly out to the side. Bring your right hand, left hand going to grab the weight. Knees a little bit wider. Back flat, set yourself up. And then we're going to swing the arm up. And we're going to feed it through. You need to get lots of bend into that right elbow to allow that reach under. Make sure pause at the top and you pause on that reach through. And you're breathing. Needs to be in that far part. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, come through. Exhale, reach and pause. Halfway there. The last couple of reps, see if you can squeeze up and rotate and turn your body a little bit more. And when you've done that last big reach, we feed it all the way up down into stretching the thighs. Trying to get the left side of your head ready to ground and you pull that weight. Your right hand stretch by putting into that left wrist. Or you need to support so your head is slightly more open, keep your right arm. Hold yourself there. Move your head a little bit more. You can stretch, so it might help you relate a little more. Long breath. One last breath. Good. Bring your right hand down. Slide that way out to the outside of your left side of your mat. Plank position again, and we're going to do this again. So, feet wide. When you're ready, right arm reaches to the right. Left arm reaches weight to the left. The other thing is, be very aware whether or not you've lifted your hips too high. You don't want to have those thumbs sticking up in the neck. Slightly. Just gracefully press it to the floor. 4 more. One. Hold your back this time. Hands back to the ground, eye gaze forward, push back into your heels. Good stretch. Squeeze your kneecap up towards your hips and squeeze your back. Top of your shoulders. 2 more breaths. And we once again drop the knees, big toes together, Charleston. Exactly the same as before. Lengthen the arms, reach the fingers, pull your bottom to the heels. 2 more rounds. Good. When you are ready, bring yourselves up, spin around into bottoms. Right, I'm going to work with one way. Got light legs, work with 2 legs. So bring yourself, put your weight onto your thighs and lift yourself up tall. So you want to pull your shoulders back, lengthen the spine. Bring the weight up to your chest. Now we're going to scoop the belly. We're going to drop down halfway or 3/4 of the way. We're going to do a little shoulder press up. We're going to bring it down towards the right hip. Your right elbow is aiming to touch the floor. It doesn't always necessarily mean it has to. And the other side. We exhale. Inhale. Now, also, squeeze your thighs as tight as you can go. That will stop your hips wobbling around. You might first bend your knees and do the hip flexors again. That's fine, bend the knees, but keep that squeeze in the thighs. So your rotation purely from the waist. Pressing up. Dropping down. Remember, I've got some heavier weights in all of them. 4 more. Big reach. Last one. Come to center. Press up and drop. 9, 8. Get as high as you can. 7. One more on the abs. Drop back a little bit more. 5. So make into whatever you were using. 2. One more. And rolling. All the way down to the side. Get hold of your feet. Use this opportunity to extend the spine. What are you doing? But it's that purpose. And then fold over and take your hands to stretch whilst you're here. So trying to stem the knees as best you can. Lowering your head and chest down. Higher.
Even in dark nights, I still go shine. And when I come home, but it's stone cold, it's still on fire.
Release the feet. Slide your bottoms back up towards your heel. Hold of your weight, roll yourself down to the floor. Once you're there, tuck your elbows in towards your rib cage. You're making a 90-degree angle through the arm. Feet about hip width apart. Gonna lift up into bridge. So the arm movement here is we lengthen the arms back up to the ceiling, and then we bend the elbows back down to the floor. So we're sliding our elbows close in towards our hips to draw them down. So it's a little bit of an upper shoulder and tricep exercise. We breathe in to lower the arms to the floor. We exhale, press up. So we're just stabilizing the bridge. 3 more, please. Stay those arms fully extended at the top. Change of exercise. We stay in our bridge. We open the arms out. Chest flies. Pull the arms back in. Above your chest, not above the head. Make sure swing the arms into the right place. Keeping your elbows soft the whole time. Your elbows tap the floor. You pull all the way back up again, like you're making a half circle. Now lift your hips higher. 3 more. The last one, we keep those weights back up again. Pull them together. Now lift onto your toes. Try and push your knees a little bit closer in without moving your feet. Part the way. We inhale, drop the elbows back down to the floor, closer towards the hips and press them back up again. Repeated exercise. First one. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. Have those hips started to drop, lift them back up again. 3 more in these arms. Hold the weight up into the air. Flex. Now get those hips up higher. And you'll feel as you open your arm, especially if you've got quite heavy weight, it wants to pull your hips down. So actually your glutes fire up a little bit more at that point when you drop the weight down. They fire up to help bring up. Now squeeze out a little bit more. 4 more in the arms. Keep those weights together at the top when you finish. Lower the heels. Now, I want you to step your feet a little bit further forward, away from your bottoms. Roll onto your heels, toes in the air. Lift the hips, part the weights. Elbows squeeze down towards the hips. We power back up. Last round. Same exercise. 10 presses up and down. So on your heels, you may find your hamstrings and glutes fire up a little bit more. 4 more in these arms. So as you've done that last one, just a quick pause at the top, lift your hips up again, and then open the arms out. 10 flies. Make these wide. Hamstrings are starting to speak to you. Pull up those hips a little bit higher. You should have about 5 more reps to go. Hips up. Don't let them drop for those last few squats. Squeeze them. Lift them. And then when we've done that last repetition, weights together. Begin to lower your bottom to the floor. And then open those arms slowly out to the side so they rest down. And let your spine settle down to the floor. Okay. Take a long deep breath in, exhale, and put your spine, knees to tabletop. Let's just rotate side to side. Just let's start to change the exercise rather from kind of a parallel extension, starting to go into those twists. So we lower the knees about 3/4 of the way down. Try and keep your shoulders pinned to the ground. We breathe out, we lower the knees, we breathe in through to center. And if you wish, you can take it into more of a pendulum. Just adds to the load, makes your abs work a little bit harder, rotates that a little bit more, stretches the front of the shoulders a little bit more. Right, let's go. One more. Over to the left, again the right to the right to the left. back center. For now, just tuck your heels to your bottom and let your knees fall over to the right. Take a quick stretch. We'll go back into some more rotations. So you can release your hand from the weight, push your thigh down, and then turn back into that left shoulder. Feel the stretch, perhaps over the buttock into the hip, maybe your lower back. Release the thighs, slide your hand back onto the weight. Breathe the belly, get your heels tucked in, and just go straight over to the other side. Rest the legs down. You can catch the thigh with the left hand. Twist into the right shoulder. Now release the hands, slide your hand back onto that weight. Roll yourself back into the middle. Pop your feet down for a brief moment. Now I've moved back, put down my mat. Just make sure that you have shoulders in hands in line with the shoulders. Okay, you're gonna take a breath in, exhale, legs to tabletop. Right arm extends up to the sky, left arm stays where it is. You might want to turn your palm down on that left side. And we're going to breathe in on the exhale, we open out the arms to the right, the legs to the left. As far as you can go, bring it all the way. And we do that leg extension and we reach the way over to the left foot. Then we bend the knees, we come back onto that twist. Open the arms and do one arm fly. Back into the middle, reach. Got it? And just go through your own time and your own breath. Slower, the better. The more you pause, even in that reach up, the better.
Oh, the lonely road. So you should. Oh.
So we can do 5 more.
Oh.
It's a big muscle. If anyone wants a heavier weight for this, that's easy with a heavier weight in a way. Last couple here. One more. We reach up, pause on your crunch. Little pulses. And you get your weight touching your little toe. Reach through. Open out through that right shoulder blade. Squeeze and twist the body. 8, 7, 6. Reach up more. 4, 3. Last 2. And then we drop the head. We bend the knees. Open the arm. And lower the legs back to the floor again. This time we catch hold of that right leg and we stretch into the hamstrings, we twist through the body. Flex the foot, toes reaching up towards your left shoulder, using your arm to bring that leg further closer in towards you, and then twist back into that right shoulder blade. Perhaps you take your eye gaze to the right hand.
Oh, the lonely road. So you should. Oh. Oh. So
And release the leg and roll back into the middle.
oh.
Pop your feet down once you're there. And again, just let your spine reset itself. It's quite a strong twist.
Oh.
Now, you may want to drop down to a lighter weight. I don't have a choice. I'm going to take my arm up above my shoulder. Readjust your bottom for your kind of central. So I've gone wonky again. And we're going to load up into bridge. Left arm relaxed down by your side. Take your left leg up to the sky. And you're going to keep that left leg there. Optional, you can drop it down whenever you want. Right arm, tricep. Press the weight down the side of the head and extend back up. Upper arm does not move. You're just bending and extending. Big squeeze in the right buttock to get those hips up high. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Now I want you to just do 2 more. And then on that second one, stop halfway and give me some little pulses. Try and really isolate the upper arm. Press slightly higher than the elbow, slightly lower than the elbow. 8, 7, lift the hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, extend the arm up. And then drop the left foot. Roll it out, bringing the arm down by your side. Take a little breather. Okay. Left arm, grab the weights, take it up to the sky. Your right arm, be hooked to the weight or not, turn the palm down, out in line with your shoulder. When we're ready, lift the knees up to tabletop. And we drop the knees over to the right, the arm goes out to the left. And we pull everything back in, extend and reach through that right foot. Right foot. You wanna be the one to say to me, and after all, you know Four more. Yeah, we reached that last one. Come up, finish that crunch and reach up as hard as we can go and just a little pulses, pull it up. Eight. Up. Can you touch that little toe with your weight? 4, 3, 2, one more. And then drop your head. Lower the weight down. Bend the knees. Let them drop over. I feel like we're water stretches. So we this time extend your left leg, catch it, and then go into hamstring stretch, reaching across that left shoulder. Eye gaze to the left hand if you wish. And then flex the foot, pull the toes up towards your right shoulder, extend the knee. Then you put it up a little bit higher. And then when you're ready, just free the leg. Slide your hands that way. Good. And then roll the knees back to center, pop the feet on the ground. Align yourself into the center again. If you've moved, if you've got a little bit wonky. Left arm up to the sky. Right arm down by your side. We lift up into that bridge. You can keep your feet on the ground, or if you wish, take your right leg high to the sky. Upper arm dead still. Bend to the elbow. Weight falls down the side of the left ear and straight back up again. So lots of buttock squeeze on that left side, stabilizing the hips. Give it a down. Exhale with them. 2 more. That last one, we stop halfway and we press. The elbow stays nice and still. We're just going slightly above, slightly below. 8, 7, lift the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, extend all the way up. And then drop the foot. And lower your bottom to the ground, resting your arms down. In your own time, hug your knees in. Roll side to side on that lower back. So we've done quite a bit of back focus, chest focus, tricep focus. So we're going to add a little bit more into the biceps and shoulders. We're going to do that back on our bottoms. So you roll yourself up when you're ready. Grab your weights. Bend your legs, feet into the floor. Sit yourself up tall. Then we scoot back. Right. You might want to rest your weights down with your arms extended or hover. You've got light weights. We're going to bring our arms in. We're going to turn. We're going to come back in. And we're going to drop. So as I put my weight in, I rotate 180. Then I press up. Then I drop back. I rotate back in. And you do the two combined. Does anybody want the 5 kilos? They look delightful. Just look great with my weights, whatever you want. Like this week. So if anyone feels it in their backs at any point, come up a little bit, work up a little bit or top. Maybe one more, look at that. So make sure you get that full bicep curl, that full rotation, then push it up, then drop it down, then rotate, and then come back. So whichever weight you're doing, if it gets too much, you can do one at a time, give the other one a little bit of a rest, and then alternate. So 8, 4. Woman here. Should be your last 3 reps. Come on. Big extension in those arms. Scooping the tummies in tight. So this is my last one. And then just roll it up. Drop the weight. Flex those feet again. Grab the feet. Do what you did before. And lift up. Now I want you to take your left hand, touch the outside of your right foot, and then push that leg away, go with it. Lean forward into it until you get that hamstring stretch. and then pull through your arm, rotate slightly over to the right so you get stretched at the back. But there's always one side. Yeah. That knee back in, so socks to the side. Find the hamstring stretch first, and then we'll pull back and rotate. Come back to center. I want you to bring the soles of your feet together, but keep them quite far away from you, so that you can get your forearm underneath your calf. Then push your legs down into your forearm. Maybe bow down a little bit more from the chin. And then imagine you're putting your spine away from your feet. So you're wedging your arm and trying to get a beautiful C curve through the spine. So you open up everything, the vertebrae. The more you force your arms down, the more you curl your spine back, the more you'll feel this. Ease it up. Free your arms. Hold on to your legs and just lift your spine up. Pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. You squeeze your shoulder blades. Imagine you're trying to lift your chest to the sky. I want you to keep your left leg where it is and spin your right leg around to a pigeon. Find your stretch, that left buttock. When you're there, drop down and relax into it. So ideally, you want to have your left heel fit underneath your right hip, if not further forward. If it's underneath your thigh, pull that left foot a little bit further up the mat. If you don't like it, it's out to the sit where we sit on your left armpit and then we'll make a knee to 90 degrees. Breathe into that left butt cheek as you let it drop deep down towards the floor.
I'm gonna let it happen. Ooh, I made like it.
Mum with your hand. Back your toe. Just simply push back for a brief downward facing dog. Push the heels down and then bring your right leg into pigeon. You look like that, so you need to perfectly came back away from home. I'm really pleased to have that. You said, this is your mouth.
That I could do. Ain't no stopping me from crashing into you. Now it's just a matter of time.
You will be very quiet today.
Love the way you put it all mine.
Well, no, I like that. The best days of my life. Without doubt. I went to Tuesday, I went to the pool. With Shell Rouge and stuff. Yeah, but experience from there, yeah. Okay, 6 7 that right butt cheek, spin the leg around. This time we bring the soles of the feet together one more time. We tuck close in, grab hold of the ankles of the outside edge of your feet, and we sit tall, pushing the knees down this time. You can just fold forward, drop forward, or you can stay up high and just push down. We're moving in that boat. Might want to use your elbow to encourage the foot. So if you roll forward, just sit yourself up tall one more time, pull your chest forward and then pull your shoulders back. And then make yourself into more of a comfortable position. Rest your hands on your knees, lift up one more time, then finish up with the arms wide. We look up to the sky, we lift the arms up, we take fingers together, we turn the palms to the sky, we take a lovely deep breath up one more time. And then soften through the arms, bow down, give yourself a big round of applause. Because of our day today. Thank you. There's a math coach there that I'm getting on. Oh, of course, she's not gone to wave for goodbye. Of course she would.